Hello and welcome to another beautiful edition of Locker Room. It is the Friday edition, so much to talk about in the exciting world of football. I am Jerry Appoint and I'm thrilled to be your host for today's football extravaganza. And of course, today it's a full house. Joining me in the studio is the knowledgeable ones, and of course, we're more like the three wise men because today is all about the Euros. It's going down live at talking about out there in Germany, and of course, it's a co-host thing, and it's going to be very big. And tonight, there'll be the game between Scotland and, of course, the German machine. All right, a full house today. I have James making a return. Great to have you on the show this lovely afternoon or evening, would I say? It's 5 p.m. Nigerian time.
A very good evening to you, Jerry, and all of you. As it's so nice to be here once again talk about sports. And yes, the Euro starts tonight. A lot of drama, all the preparation from all countrysides. Let's see what they have in store for us actually.
All right, and of course we have David making a return this time. Great to have you on the show as well.
Very good evening to you, Jerry, and of course to James. It's a beautiful time to come talk football, particularly on a beautiful day like today that the Euros would be starting off. In fact, I dare say that one of the most interesting part of the Euros would be the fact that we might be seeing a major upset tonight. I am not ruling out Scotland. I dare say there might be a Scott McTominay who would be doing an unbelievable thing tonight.
Unbelievable. You forgot about Robertson, the captain of Scotland.
Scotland actually have a good side, but I'm not ruling out Germany. Don't forget they're hosting.
Oh yes,
and they're having this rebuilding phase, and they have been doing this very well.
Exactly the reason why I'm saying that the Scottish.
But under the new management of Nagelsmann, he has been doing very well, and the return of Toni Kroos. This will be his last his last competition ever.
Tournament, yeah.
So I think he's going to be giving his all, and also you don't forget they have the young players who actually did very well on their club side. So let's hope they can replicate same in the national team, and also they'll be hosting. So I think that hosting alone self. I will not be surprised they go all the way to the semis also.
Well, interestingly, I strongly believe that it's going to be a huge game tonight.
Yeah.
The opening game, definitely, it's going to be a cracker of a game. Really, it's going to be a cracker of a game. I believe so.
All right, of course, they're just trying to let the cat out of the bag. And of course, Mayowa joins us virtually. Great to have you as well on the show this lovely evening.
It's always amazing to be here. It's an interesting Friday. Jerry, you are surrounded by Manchester United fans.
So I don't know, the devil you know. I'm surrounded by the devil.
It's better than the angel.
It's all good. Yesterday there was a lot of controversies, and of course we kept on getting lots of comments. And we want to appreciate those who have been dropping comments upon comment. Those from South Africa, from Gambia, from Italy, from all around the world. And of course, all about the controversies as far as the Super Eagles' hot job is concerned. And some were asking that, where's the confirmation? And I told you we got feelers from Abuja that they've already made a decision to hire a foreign technical advisor. And of course, it's confirmed. We already have the communique with us. And that shows us that they've made an agreement that the judge will have to sit back. That is, if he accepts to be an assistant, that he needs a foreign technical advisor to head him and take over the affairs of the Super Eagles. And of course, as the show progresses, we'll be able to take more comments, and hopefully we'll be able to get the media officer of the Super Eagles, who actually told me that he's currently on transit on his way to Lagos, and as the case may be, maybe wants to join Lagosians in the Salah break as far as that one is concerned. And it's confirmed that the judge will have to make way. And I think Mayowa yesterday was buying talking about the talk about giving him. I said that was a political statement. It was just a press statement from Gosol trying to make Nigerians feel that the judge was still going to be in charge, not knowing that the world already knows what's going on.
I like the fact that right now we know for a fact that the NFF have decided to get a technical person for Finidi, which we hear there is going to be a Portuguese, another Portuguese. But it's even though not so confirmed right now, but then Phyllis is coming to us to say that it is most likely going to be a particular Portuguese. I've forgotten his name now. But then the most important part of all of this conversation is that it is high time we quickly salvage the situation, not having to run permutations like it's supposed to be and like we've always known it to be. I heard you guys yesterday when you were talking and mentioned Genetro, how he qualifies the Super Eagles effortlessly. And that is what we thought that we were going to see with a Finidi, who spent the longest of time with a Pizarro. Now, I was one of the people who criticized Pizarro for not having a style of play before the Nations Cup. But when we got to the Nations Cup, we discovered that Pizarro plays on the back, and it was a beautiful plan. Well, even though some persons would not fan such style of football, owing to the fact that we have amazing wingers, amazing front players that we need to utilize their powers. But as it stands, I honestly feel Finidi needs that technical advisor, and the person should also know his onions very well.
I think even if you bring the way I see Finidi, even though you bring Sir Alex Ferguson, Jurgen Klopp, and Pep Guardiola to head him, he will not learn.
But do you feel he
will not learn? He will just sit down there and.
But do you guys feel he's going to step down and allow somebody to take over his position?
He has no choice because he has nothing to offer.
Will he still remain on the team? He will not.
Yeah, he has to. He doesn't have a choice.
He decides. It's his call.
It's not our loss. It's my joy to see him pack his bags and go back and live his quiet life.
Jerry, 1 million Nigerian taxpayers naira is important, and we should account for.
And if he's stepping down, please, that 15 million, he should not be paid that money. That would be a waste of funds. They should use that money and gather it and add to the one they will pay the foreign technical advisor and look for other local coaches who are willing to learn, who will learn from the other coach and add it to whatever they know. So whenever maybe we decide to go back to local coaches, we'll have those who are ready.
I think it's quite unfortunate.
Who are ready to have a formula to win games.
It's quite unfortunate that the NFF allowed him to go to this stage before going to get a foreign coach or somebody they think is good enough to lead the league.
Yeah.
They knew Finidi didn't have prior knowledge. He was the coach of Enyimba for, I think, 2 years. They didn't do very well in the league. He brought him to manage. He cannot manage a set of local players in Enyimba alone.
He only won the league with Enyimba.
Within Enyimba alone. You won't expect him to manage superstars from different parts of the world and still not have enough tactics coming out to say there's no need for formation.
He was bringing Enyimba tactics.
No.
Coach foreign-based players.
Not even foreign-based players, playing against international other foreign players too.
Yes, like South Africa and
South Africa that invest properly.
Their league players they use. Even Benin Republic, how many of their players? So Mayo, it's confirmed because some from the comment section yesterday were asking us about the whole situation. It's like a lot of Nigerians were happy that Finidi is gone. Some were saying that Finidi didn't really have any impact, he didn't learn, and so on and so forth. We'll be taking the comments as the show progresses, but it's all confirmed. Your man is out, and it looks like you have to call him and give him some advice next time. He should take the bull by the horn and, of course, take the opportunity and use it very well.
Well, the thing is this: it's so sad that this is happening. I have said it over and over again. If it's not Finidi, it has to be another Nigerian coach, not an Oyibo man. The question is this: who are they bringing? That's the first question. How much are they going to pay this person that they are bringing? What impact will this best person bring for us? Before they decided to get their thinking cap on now, we've established this over and over again. The NFL and the sport ministry, they set up Finidi George to fail. Even if it was not Finidi George, maybe it was maybe an Amokachi, an Amunike, or whatever it is, they already set them up to fail. I mean, how do you explain, confirming the appointment of an head coach about 27 days to the World Cup game, which doesn't make any logical sense? So, in as much as, yes, they are trying to salvage something for us, the majority of the blame goes to the NFF. They are just trying to, to push the blame away from them. Yes, Finidi George did not do justice to himself. He was given the opportunity. He knew these guys were setting him up to fail. He should have, the basic thing he should have been able to do, should have at least win those matches to be able to keep everybody calm. Then he can now start building. And even the comments after the game against Benin Republic left little or nothing to desire. But I will still say it over and over again.
To get something right, I want us to get something right. With what you've seen from Pinnick, from Finidi George,
Yeah.
even though he's given 10 matches, does it look like there's going to be any difference? Because now it's looking like Finidi George has what it takes, but it's just that the NFF told him to start Polonachu, told him to bring Tanimu from Tanzania, and could not make any changes after what happened against South Africa in the game against the Republic. They had another extra 45 minutes to have prepped these boys to come back, at least get a draw or get a win against Benin Republic. Was that NFF's fault? Or was it that Finidi George, who also told us that you don't need formula to win games? Is that in the NFF also talking? Because it's good. The NFF also played their role in making sure that Finidi George did not succeed. But what did he do with the little opportunity he had? That is the question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Finidi George did not do any himself any good. I mean, anybody on the street that watched the first game will already know that there is something wrong with that team. I mean, we've said it over and over again. The showing in the first match was disappointing. We were expecting an improvement. Dele Bashiru saved our blushes in the first game. We were expecting something different in the second game, but the status quo remained. Yes, Finidi George did not do justice to himself. That is completely established. If they want to kick Finidi George out, yes, it's important that you do that. However, my question has always been this, and I've said it over and again. I've said it on this show many times. The thing is this: the foreign coaches that we have hired, what have they done for us? At the what stage? I'm not even bothered about the Nations Cup or whatever it is. What have they done for us at the what stage? I wouldn't want a situation whereby we pay these guys huge amount of money that they claim they don't have, and the best we will get is probably maybe a second round in the World Cup. And I mean, to be honest with you, we are not doing our local guys any justice. Finidi George has failed. However, are we saying Finidi George is the best that we can offer? There are a whole lot of other local coaches that will be glad to take up the job. Another thing is this: we want to grow our league. We want our league to grow. What is there for those guys in the league? What is the next level of achievement for them in terms of how they'll be able to progress their career rather than moving from Ekanemi to Enyimba to whatever it is, and keep recycling that same thing. I will tell you over and over again, unless we hire a coach that can win us the World Cup, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think any foreign coach that is not a grade A foreign coach will get us anywhere. We'll just go and hire somebody again that will owe money later, and the best we'll get is probably a group stage in the World Cup or a round of 16, and that's always been my point. If you cannot hire the likes of Carlo Ancelotti and the rest of the then we should stick to our
very far.
That's basically
Why are you going very far?
Oh my God.
And the Loti Fafa.
See, let's tell ourselves the truth.
No, but again,
James,
yes,
we have the money. We have the money to do it, but we already know the kind of corruption that's going on in
the midst of this economic hardship and renewed hope. We want us to carry that kind of money and hire a foreign coach.
But at this point, I even feel it's sad.
But
the 15 million itself is not small money. To be realistic,
to go and do massage in France.
For me,
they have money to go and do massage in France.
Look at the two coaches. We just said about Contentious.
Yeah.
That's the coach you're trying to remember, the Portuguese.
Oh, yes.
He once coached Cameroon. And though he has a decent CV, but he will still need to prove himself if he comes to coach the Super Eagles.
Right.
For me, I believe they should have gone back to Pesero. One.
Which was what I even said.
If they are not going back to Pesero,
I feel it's still going to be difficult for any coach to come to the Eagles and take this job and take us to the AFCON.
It's not that. It's not easy. It's not that difficult.
You know what? Just the remaining games. Just win the remaining games, whether we qualify or not.
Do you understand?
That's not our business.
It's not that difficult.
You get.
In fact,
then there's also a Javier Renard.
Oh, The Syria
That is
winner
what
with,
I thought they would be thinking about.
with
Averina
African
is a
football.
Syria winner.
With African football.
With African football, he knows African football very well.
Yeah.
And he has proven himself at the world stage.
True, very true.
Taking, was it Saudi Arabia, I can't remember the team, to beat Argentina at the World Cup. Argentina has always been one of our major issues when we go to the World Cup. If we have that kind of quality coach on the side of Super Eagles, I think we can do wonders. I don't know why they are not thinking to SS lines.
Majorly, right? We had Samson Siasia live in the studio at the program Sports Republic, and he did mention that if he was any coach in Nigeria now, he would not take that Super Eagles job because the timing was unbelievably small. But here's the thing. NFF threw out the opportunity to every coach alive. They said that we have over 500 plus people that applied. What happened to those lists? Some 20-something days to the World Cup qualifier, you're giving us a Finidi judge with the understanding that you don't have money for a foreign coach. And now you're coming to the same space. I think even as much as we can give Finidi George that stick, let's also give it to Musa Gusau, who, in my honest opinion, is not worthy to be the NFF president. My personal opinion. Because I don't see why you keep going on a spray to Europe to go see an injured player with taxpayers' money that you're naturally... the worst you can do is do a video call. If you want to clout on it, post it on the NFF website. Let's know that you have done such a beautiful gesture. Not go to Europe and in the name of wanting to see Simon who is injured. Come on, man. It's way off too ambiguous to give one person. The blame should be given not just to Finidi, but of course to the NFL as well.
Yeah, the thing is that when it comes to things like this, it's difficult to handle the NFF because the statutes that guides them, it's difficult to just wake up one morning and sack.
Oh yes, that part. If not, FIFA will come for you big time.
And that is why the Minister of Sport Development, talk about John Eno, has ordered that the Nigerian Football Federation should increase the number of its Congress members. And before the NFF elective Congress in 2010, the Congress was made up of 100 members, but has been reduced to 46 members. And the reason why it was done, I remember, so that it would be easy for them to rig.
Don't you think it's...
And easy for them to make sure they know the number of people they can bribe to vote for their candidates. So now he has said that the 5 statutory bodies making up the NFF, talking about the Players Union, the Coaches Union, the referees, the clubs, and the state FAs. Surprisingly, out of 46 votes, only state FA has 37, while other 4 bodies share the remaining 9 votes.
Wow.
And we know how corrupt the state FAs are. And they believe in the quota system. They favor the quota system issue. So by the time the players, if the Players Union have more votes, we will see some ex-internationals getting opportunities. And referees, it will be balanced.
I honestly like the call for increasing of the NFF board, which for me I think is going to also, to a large extent, give our football some weight, because majorly for me, I don't know why ex-internationals do not want to really be a part of our footballing strengths. I mean, if you look at what Kanawako is doing with Eyimba presently, you will say for a fact that if such person is given the higher space, he might do even better.
I think they are concerned about their reputation, number one, and let's not forget about the politics that goes on in the NFF board. We know how the politics works, and this Finidi job, when the whole coaching, when he got the news that Finidi was going to be a new head coach, I said, we all said in the studio that they are setting Finidi up for failure. That if Finidi does not get us what we want, and that's what happened currently.
Yeah.
It will be good to be thrown under the bus. And here already, it's not even up to a month he has gotten his job. Now he's lying under the bus already for the NFF, for the mistake that NFF made.
Again,
they got the fact that we're not going to be President was not going to be head coach.
Sincerely, I would not just want us to pick Finidi George alone, even though I think just like Nigerians would naturally look at the president and say this person is the reason why Gary is 4,500 for a plastic. That's the same reason why we should look at Finidi George, because he's the one at the helm of affair. Why in God's name would you not think of having our best defenders.
Yeah.
I see.
Come on.
See, Finidi,
Come on.
for starting Pononacho alone. That's really made me angry.
It's even
Mayo knows my pain. You understand my pain.
Going to as far as Tanzania. I'm not saying Nigeria has ever watched Tanzanian league before.
History will not forgive. Forgive.
You let the whole
Finidi
of
George.
Europe, you let the whole of Nigeria to go to Tanzania to go and bring it.
Finidi George,
and
you
brought
did this
him,
one.
It's not like he's even playing his natural position, no.
And you know the very
Fullback.
interesting part. A lot of persons would have thought that Finidi George being in this job would help the Nigerian league players. Unfortunately,
He went to join Tanzania.
unfortunately,
He only
he
brought
went to
Sadiq. I think
Tanzania.
Sadiq got some minutes, but I was not convinced.
I would have said,
Definitely.
see, I told Kizike during in fact, I said it here, if it's possible, pick some players in some of the Nigerian leagues,
Yeah.
play them with the Super Eagles, the ones that are coming from the abroad. Even in a friendly match, it is possible.
Most of all these players came back
already.
Test
tired.
this thing.
They even came back tired.
Maiwa,
Test them.
Maiwa, it seems like, I don't know, the position, when he was made the coach, he got overwhelmed and
Yeah.
forgot what to do, because sometimes it happens. Psychologically, you could be overwhelmed by the position, the salary. You see the G-Wagon this guy brought to the hotel. That G-Wagon alone can make you forget what you have been told to do.
Can make you forget what you have been going through.
The comfort. He was treated like the president of Nigeria. He was giving all
Let's face it.
the comfort.
He is.
I think
he
for
is
all the local
coach of
coaches,
the biggest brand.
for
in
the local
Nigeria.
coaches, I think he enjoyed the most comfort. For his coach that is starting, he enjoyed the most comfort. 15 million already, sitting pretty. He was looking at the end of the boat, forgetting.
He has work.
He was waiting on the 30th.
He has work
my
to do.
God.
Why you are- What happened? What happened? Because he beats my imagination.
No, to be honest with you, I think his performance showed that he was in over his head.
Right.
However, in as much as we blame him, we cannot let the NFF skip through. And you said something the other time that I want to refer to. You said the sports minister said they should increase the Congress member
Yes.
before the next election
Yes.
from 46 to 100.
Yes.
The problem is I said this yesterday and I'm standing by it again. The current situation we are in now is a fruit from the tree of quota system. Even if we have 200 Congress members, you and I know that this fragile character of a thing, this quota system of a thing, because one region has done it this time, another region needs to do it another time, will still play out again. And that's the reason why a lot of our ex-internationals are, running away. Okocha was in Kenya, sometimes maybe Kenya or one of these East African countries, and they were asking me about Nigerian football. He said he'd rather not say anything about it so that people will not start quoting him. I mean, there's a whole lot of insanity going on in our league until we remove this quota system issue. Even while appointing coaches, I can bet with you, if I don't know, maybe you can speak to a Victor Ekpeba and all these guys in the technical committee, they will tell you when they're even appointing coaches for our age grade teams, they do it by quota system. If somebody from the north gets under 17, somebody from the south will get under 23. A national team coach will come from this particular region. It has eaten so deep without looking at the competency.
There's a certain under
of these
20
people.
coach that is not living life forever.
Yeah, and that has always been the problem. There's a particular Manu Gaba that has been an aged man with our age grade team that didn't do well in the
It's not living.
that didn't do well. That didn't do well in the Wafu Cup.
Yeah.
The guy is still there for how many years? And nobody will replace him. And we know the reason why that is not happening. So the thing is even if we have 200 persons, until we remove quota system, we'll continue to have this issue. Now come back to Finidi George. Yes, see, I said it. I was one of those people that said he should give Paul Onachu a chance. Remember that Friday we were discussing the
It's true. I just remembered.
Yes, my wife, it's like you called him.
You said it was collect.
It's like you called him and told him to start start on Nacho. Okay.
No, see, the thing is I said that this is why I will fault Finidi, and I will go back to fault NFF again, is this. If they had appointed Finidi as a coach since, we played about 2 friendly matches. Finidi was not even sure if he was the coach. If he was sure, he would have been able to invite some other people and do whatever it is.
But you and I know that was a test ground for him, and he should have gotten it pretty right. In fact, let me tell you personally, I felt that Finidi should have made a large statement. Yeah, the statement of the fact that he defeated Ghana, which of course we know how the rivalry is between Ghana and Nigeria. But again, those two games were his major reason why he was given that job. And you can't dispute that fact.
No, definitely, you are 100% correct. I mean, see, the thing is, we've established over and over again that the two games against South Africa and Benin Republic, there was little or no time for him to do anything special. Everybody would have expected that, you know, he stick to our main basis, the players that are the mainstay of the Super Eagles, right, to prosecute that match, because most of them are just coming back from Europe, their clubs in Europe. There's little or no time to train. So, I mean, if you, the likes of people that did very well and go to the final of the Nations Cup, if you are presenting them, then I mean,
Omaiwa, you just said little or no time to train. These are people who just won trophies, who qualified to EPL. I mean, they've been playing active football, not like they've been sleeping.
I think I'm for Finidi.
What my issue is with Finidi, Maiwa, sorry to cut you. You continue now. My problem with Finidi is the fact that he's trying to instill a new style into the team.
Within a short period.
Within a short period.
And he was eager to, like, I want to start my feet.
What was the new thing? No formula. He said no formula. What was the new? What was he going to implement that was going to be different? He has already told you what he wanted to implement. No formula to win games.
I think Finidi wanted to stamp his feet early, and he wanted to show Nigerians or the viewers that I'm not continuing the footstep of Pesero. I'm coming with my own style.
Right.
That was why in the first game he was enough to just think, bold enough to say, I'm starting Paul Onachu. I'm not using Boniface. I'm not using Murphy. I don't care what people think about me.
I dare say if Osimhen was playing, he might even bench Osimhen.
I will not be surprised.
So what about the talk about
the won't have the coach for the Benin Republic match?
He said he was bringing match assessors and fitness trainer and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
What was their impact? Because I didn't see any impact of those fellow assessors.
Are you sure
I know he said that he needed some of these guys who were not Nigerians, but of course foreigners, and the NFF declined. That I know for a fact. But the truth is, I believe that he should have done better with those two games, honestly speaking. I mean, the worst thing he would have done, play the Pesero style.
Out of the
That's the worst he would have done.
Four games, someone that didn't learn anything, what did he know that happened when Pesero was there that he wants to implement? He was looking like somebody who did not learn anything, who was just on his own.
I'm sure if we get another,
don't learn something. You waiting here, person.
At least we saw the way Pesero played.
If he drops his ego and remain as the assistant or whatever position he gets whenever the new head coach comes, I think this time we'll take his time and learn more. So if he gets the opportunity of maybe even a game, I'm sure he will make a difference.
Should go back.
But for now,
he should go back to Imba. Forget about it.
Are you sure Imba will even accept him at this point?
He's
his son.
He's not like their son. He's presently in the league of coaches. He's now his game. So
ex Super Eagles head coach.
You don't understand. He can even get jobs in Kigali.
In the CV.
He can get a job in Kigali, Rwanda.
It's not be there.
Failed.
It's when you watch his game
that
they
will say what did he achieve when he was the Super Eagles coach? Let's leave that one. It has been confirmed that the Amavubi of Rwanda will host Nigerian Super Eagles at the newly refurbished Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. And the Rwanda national team had played their previous home games at the King Pele Stadium due to the non-availability of the Amahoro Stadium. And Amahoro was undergoing renovations, and FIFA and CAF finally approved the stadium for international games on Friday. The Amavubi will host the Super Eagles on day 6 of the World Cup qualifier in March 2026, after they might have visited the same opponent in day 5.
You know,
so
it's quite painful, right? When I saw this story. What comes to mind is, where is the national stadium in Surulere? Where is the national stadium in Abuja? Where is the national stadium in, what's this other place? It goes to show that both the NFF and the federal government at this point needs to do more for our sports. You go to other climes, you see mini stadiums in communities, and that's where you see them shun out superstars in communities. But unfortunately, Nigeria, a country with over 225 million people, we have just one standard stadium that not FIFA, CAF can confirm fit enough for us to play our qualifiers. It's quite disappointing, really. But I hope that our handlers will, hopefully start doing the right thing and get things right for Nigeria.
Hopefully. Okay, because of time, let's go to the Euros. And the Euro 2024 is upon us. And later today, we'll see the first game between Germany and, of course, Scotland. But before we go into that, let's take some of the topics, some of the comments. So far, so good. And we've been enjoying the comments from wherever in the world you've been commenting and watching us from. Don't forget to subscribe and, of course, like our videos. And, of course, try as much as possible to subscribe and always join us. And when you're making your comments, it will also be interesting to tell us where your comments are coming from. And this one is from Tohib Khalid. He said, I'm not even sure they would pay him that 15 million. This guy is thinking like you. Okay. The vote has not ended yet. So maybe they'll tell you that, wait, you don't deserve it yet. Calm down.
I saw one yesterday. They said they start paying him the new minimum wage. They have not been approved.
You should go and join NLC and protest. All right. He also said the NFF did not give us the details of his contract.
Yeah.
Okay. And Olugbenga Bamidele said the second half is Finidi's fault. He also said that you don't pass the ball around with a defending opponent. Okay. And Olugbenga also said that
my eyes were sore.
I remember us during West Half games between under 23 Eagles versus Zimbabwe in Lagos. West Half packed the box, and Bonfrejo used long balls to destabilize the defense of Zimbabwe to score, and the score was 4-0, each half 2 goals. All right. Uche Enedo says that the NFF is confused. I'm sure they will have a problem with the next director.
Definitely.
Our problem don't pass players' performance. Nigeria as a whole gets wahala.
Definitely. The NFF will still have issues. If it's not payment salary issue, then they will come and want to be controlling. I think the salary is even constant. The salary is going to be constant because they're going to promise one money that they cannot give. They cannot live up to. I don't know where they kept their when they promised per salary $50,000 every.
But these monies are not really huge for Nigeria as a country.
Still taking more comments from Bamidele. He says some of our coaches don't have previous match information experience.
Oh, that part.
He says that West Ham would not allow the defense to be passers of the ball. The moment the last man in attack loses the ball, he turns into a defender. But with our present team, every ball gets into our box. And he said, anyway, let's see the 6 games in AFCON qualification before November to know the strength of the Eagles before the Rwanda game. And he said, don't forget the second half against South Africa. He was trying to remind us
that we still have another leg.
Yes, we have a second leg.
And we are going to South Africa this time.
It's going to be a huge game because
I think from now to November is actually a very long time. Let's see what the NFF are going to play. The drama is going to play.
It's not a long time.
Like, for us to get the drama they're going to play is going to make a
You know why I say it's not a long time?
Every day we're going to get new development from the NFF.
Look.
So they're still going to, they'll be surprised we might have drama of getting a new coach. Because it's not going to be an easy job for a new head coach. A new head coach that is coming, I'm sure in the clause they might be including the head coach must make us qualify for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's almost an impossible job currently.
I think Finidi is just it's just
Finidi is even out of it.
It's more like a rubber
talking about
stamp
Finidi at all.
So at this point, I want to use the word down and out. You're supposed to be vocal. At this point, you're supposed to say, I'm hoping, if I start talking from your social media platform, let people know that you are saying things. I'm hoping that the NFF will give me a game between the Super Eagles home base and Remo Stars.
Are you talking about Finidi?
I'm even talking about Finidi now.
Do you just that's the past tense?
No.
It's a forgotten alternative. Because during the press conference
contract
at the court, he said contract. Contract that In 5 minutes, the contract can change.
There's a
Anywhere in the world, their coaches are hired and fired. Even Mauricio Pochettino, with what he still did at Chelsea, he still said he was going to leave. Let's not put fire.
Oh, yeah, true.
Even when big coaches are being fired, not talk less of Finidi, who doesn't have a formula to.
I'm just hoping that we get.
I don't even do well.
I'm just really hoping that we engage the Super Eagles. We engage them and we have an identity. You know, it's quite unfortunate and painful that we have the 8th best player in the world. We have a player who just won the Europa League. We have a player who just did an unbeaten in Germany since like forever. We have a player who's amazingly doing well with Udinese. So much of these guys, and we can't utilize them. Quite unfortunate.
It's quite unfortunate because the next World Cup now, these players will be like past their prime.
Oh boy.
They'll be like 30s. They'll be their 30s,
29, 31.
And what do you want to use with those set of players?
All right, let's talk about the Euros, where things are done properly. Opta's supercomputer has England at the top of the favorite list.
As Opta is jumping.
The Opta drank.
Opta is baying.
Opta is from England. Opta is from England.
I'm serious. Opta is baying.
Opta is from England. The Opta is from England.
Honestly.
So, and France also, the 2-time world champions, and host Germany behind them. France beat England in the 2022 World Cup quarterfinals, eventually finishing runners-up, and 4 years after they won the crown in Russia. And Didier Deschamps' side are spearheaded by Real Madrid's new recruit, superstar Kylian Mbappe, and they sit second in FIFA World Rankings. Host Germany have a rich history of major tournament successes, winning 3 Euros, the most by any nation, alongside Spain. Okay, and let's not also forget, we also have the likes of Portugal. We have Belgium. Belgium definitely is going to be a very strong side going into this one. We also have the Italians, the Azuris. The Azuris are not going to push over.
I think the Italy side that won the last Euros and the Italy side that they are very, very different. So I don't think Italy will live up to the expectation they had the last time. I'm thinking those are one of the teams that will not perform this Euros.
Really?
Italy.
I don't underrate the Italians.
I don't. I honestly don't.
They somehow find a way to surprise everybody. They're a very tough side. They have this tough mentality. That's what's about Italians.
But this side, and let's not forget their qualification story. They were not very, very good.
That's how they always start. When competition starts, you start seeing a different Italian team.
Let's see. But I think teams like Portugal should be the teams we'll be looking at. Because I think in every position on the field, they have at least one world-class player in that position. Yeah. Is it attack, is it midfield, is it defense, is it goalkeeping? I think that's one thing we should be looking at. And maybe France will do well, but I think they'll be over-reliant on Mbappe.
I really do not say so, because yes, Mbappe is the top front man.
Yes.
A fantastic goal poacher. But again, the French team is young. There is a Chomani, there is
Camavinga.
And
that's not the return of N'Golo
Kante.
Fear of that France team is beginning of wisdom.
But for me, again, I honestly think that it's going to be a major one between Belgium. One of the surprisingly, just like Iceland did some amazing magic in the last Euros, for me, the surprising team, sincerely, might just be what's their name again? Slovenia. They might just come.
I feel Netherlands. Nobody has been talking about Netherlands for a while.
Yeah, they're underachievers.
Yes.
Underachievers.
So I think this time they might prove they might be surprised. They might surprise everybody because now I think their defense is much more stable than what it used to be. In the person of Van Dijk and also Nathan Ake. So I think that partnership might do well for them. And since if their defense is good enough, I think they have the power up front. Let's not forget the likes of Xavi Simons, Depay, this Bologna striker who just got called up. So So I think Netherlands is one thing that we should be looking at and not forget what they used to be.
Surprisingly, we're not talking about Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
I think one of the reasons why I'm not rating Italy is the group they are in. I think they'll be facing the likes of Spain. I'm trying to remember who also. I think Russia also, and they're in the same table group. I think they're in group.
That's the group of death for me.
Yes. So
Russia, Italy, Albania.
Yeah.
So I feel that group alone. Before if they make it out, yes, Group B. they have the likes of Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania in the same group. And Italy have not been doing very well. They had a clumsy qualification and also friendlies in the past before the competition. So I think that alone is
a fee for Albania. It's so good. Mayo, who is your favorite? So far, so good.
My favorite, surprisingly, will probably be Spain. Those small boys, I want to see what they want to do.
I
think England and Spain. Yeah, England and Spain, and the guys I'm looking at. The reason why I'm looking at the two of them is because they decided to pack under 22, under 21, 22 to the tournament. I want to see how far they will go. But
don't you think they will be devoid of experience?
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm interested in them. A lot of people are not talking about the Spanish team, but those small boys, I really want to see how they'll be able to handle the pressure of the tournament. Surprisingly, I think the team that will probably disappoint a whole lot of people will probably be Portugal. I think a lot of hype are around them, but I don't think they will.
Why did you say they will disappoint? Why? Your team captain is there.
I don't think our Portugal.
There's a certain Diego Jota.
I don't forget who their head coach is. Martinez.
It doesn't really matter.
And then there's the world number one.
Yes, a player that has scored over 840 goals also. Career goals, who is aiming to take it to 1,000.
Well, let's see how they will perform. Remember the last time they won, if not for the best third qualifiers from the group. I mean, we will not be talking about Portugal winning the Euros, but that's about 8 years ago. Let's see what they will do now with that. I don't think they will really do anything special in this particular tournament. To be honest with you, if you ask me where I would tip, I'll probably be looking at the Germans with inspiration that Toni Kroos will bring, despite the fact that they've been struggling in their friendly games. Then probably for some weird reason, I want to see how far Spain will go. They might not win it. I just want to see how far they will go.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about tonight's game, the first game between Germany and Scotland. These two teams, when it comes to pedigree, definitely Scotland doesn't come close to Germany. And Nagelsmann will be looking forward to make a good impression in his first game. What are your expectations from Germany?
It's a win or draw for Scotland, as far as I'm concerned.
Are you serious?
You can put your money on that.
I just told you.
You said what?
It's a win or draw for Scotland.
No, but really,
As funny as it is, Germany has not been really fantastic.
That's my position.
Yeah.
Germany has really not proven that, hey, we can do this thing. I mean, that Scottish team is looking formidable. They're looking like a team. They play together.
And they have the heart.
Exactly. It's the heart for me. They have this mindset of it's going to be a difficult game.
They actually have a good set of players. Let's not forget the light of Robertson, John McGinn from Arsenal.
Liverpool legend.
Who is talking about your club?
Robertson. And he's also the captain of the team.
Also, Scott McTominay.
Yeah.
He knows how to turn up for the Scottish side. Any competition is always. I think it was the highest goal scorer for the qualifiers.
Yeah.
So I think the Scotland side too are not that bad, but I think Germany is hosting. Toni Kroos is playing his last competition ever,
and they will play under pressure.
They are playing a new Nagelsmann who we know what he did at Leipzig.
The pressure might override the Germans
for Germany.
And let's not forget they have their fans. They are in their country
at the Allianz Arena. Mayo, what are your expectations?
It's not far.
Are you on the side of the Germans, or you are Scottish tonight?
I'm partially Scottish. I want Scott McTominay.
Day one, please.
But when he's playing for Scotland, he's always showing up to.
He's a different player.
So he's a very different player. And in as much as I might be a bit skeptical as regards Scotland pulling off the win, I think they have a pretty decent team. And there's a lot of pressure for the Germans to deliver. Remember, coming up to this particular game, their performance was very poor, so they will have a point to prove, and that will put them under a whole lot of pressure. So that might just, make the match tilt in favor of the Scottish team. Probably, I'm envisaging maybe a draw or a slim win for Scotland if they will get anything from that game.
All right, definitely. That's much we can take on the show. Wish both teams all the best. There will also be games to look forward to this weekend. I'm talking about Saturday and Sunday, but hopefully on Monday, when we'll come back on the locker room, we'll be able to give you all the expose, the result, the side attractions, and of course the opening ceremony, the razzmatazz, and you have it as far as the Euros is concerned. I want to say big thanks, James, for being the part of the show.
Thank you for having me. Let's see what happens before Monday, and I'm sure before Monday we'll get another NFF breaking news again or shocker, something that we're not supposed to hear. We hear it again, and we have to dissect
Oh
them.
my goodness.
Yeah, I look forward to the Croatia League game as well.
Oh yeah, that's another
weekend.
crack off again. That's
The
another
big
crack
game.
off again.
Big game this
So let's say we want to make a statement, and the weekend is going to be a beautiful one. Of
A very
football.
fun one, yeah.
Would definitely be hoping to see all of that.
All right,
And of
thanks, David.
thank you
It's
for
been a
having me.
pleasure having you. Maiwa, go and talk to your brother Finidi. And of course, I hope you enjoyed the Euros as well. It's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to enjoy the Euros. However, on a side note, I want to call out Eyimba and Rangers. I mean, their game last week is nothing to write home about. And I hope the league guys, I hope they do better with their useless fine, fining people 5 million and 2 million and the rest of that. Good afternoon.
We hope they pay the fine. And we'll need evidence. Don't worry, we'll monitor and find out if the fines were paid. All right, that's much you can take on the show this evening. Locker Room has been the program. Big thanks to the guys behind the scene, talking about the likes of Manfred and not leaving out Ikechukwu, Jeremiah, and of course, Samuel. My name is Jerry Appel. Stay safe and enjoy the Euros this weekend.